to Vlogmas Day 7. Today we're going to be making Taco Bell's Crunchwrap Supreme Taco, and we're going to use Jaclyn Hill's recent video as our inspiration. She had some really great ideas and techniques that we're going to be using, but we also don't have like all the exact same like brands that she has, so we're just kind of using that as our inspiration. So what you're going to need for your tacos are going to be flour tortillas, a red onion, Shredduce, sour cream, taco seasoning. She didn't use any tomatoes, but we wanted some tomatoes, so we just got them diced with no extra seasoning or anything. Tostadas, Queso cheese, Cholula hot sauce, Mexican shredded cheese, and the Tostadas. Oh, and then you're also going to need ground turkey. You can also use beef. We decided to use turkey. This is actually kind of funny. We decided to use turkey because that's what Jaclyn Hill used, though we typically prefer ground beef. And on our way home, my husband Zach was like, why are we getting turkey if you have an aversion to turkey during your pregnancy? And I was like, it's a really great question. So I mean, obviously there's going to be like a ton of taco seasoning in there, so that's hopefully going to cover up the taste of the turkey. If I absolutely hate it, just moving forward, we'll probably be using ground beef. I also forgot to mention that my husband is cooking us dinner tonight. Long story short, we had quite the day today. We got to see baby like unexpectedly today on an ultrasound. Everything is good. Everyone's healthy. So it ended up being a really great appointment, and yeah, like I said, everyone's healthy, but we got to see baby girl today. We are 18 weeks and 3 days, and Zach offered to cook for us tonight. You're going to want to prep your onions. We just did like a rough chop, and then you're going to want to get your pan on, well, we just have it on high heat. We just do that so we can get the temperature up quickly. You're going to just dump in your turkey, kind of get that on medium-high heat. Once it starts going, you're going to add in your taco seasoning. So the packet of taco seasoning says to use 2/3 cup of water. We did that and it looks like a lot of water. So we just did 1/3 cup of water, and we're just going to mix that up. Now while the meat's cooking and preparing for the taco seasoning, we added in our queso to just a little pan just to warm it up a little bit. I used maybe half of a jar of the small size of Tostadas cheese. So now that our meat is about a little more than halfway cooked, we actually are going to add our taco seasoning in now. Jaclyn Hill waited until it was completely cooked, but my only thought with that is if the meat's already fully cooked and you're adding the taco seasoning, it doesn't really give it a lot of time to marinate and cook it together. My theory is have the flavors really marinate together in the pan. And now for the very last few minutes of the turkey, we're going to add in our onions so all the flavors can kind of like marry each other and cook together in the pan. So we have since cleaned our pan and put the meat on just like a plate. You're going to use about 2 tablespoons of neutral oil. We're just using vegetable oil for this. I'm not going to use like an extra virgin olive oil because it's going to give it kind of a weird taste. So just use any kind of neutral oil and heat up the pan to about medium-high heat. While the pan heats, we are going to start constructing our Crunchwrap.
Next, you'll add your cheese sauce. Drizzle as much as you want on it. Then you'll add your tostada. Next, add a few tomatoes. Probably add your sour cream. Should probably do that before you do the tomatoes so that you can spread the sour cream out. Then you're going to take your Shredduce, lay it on there. Next would be your cheese.
And you have to make sure you have a little puppy waiting for the extras, huh? Yeah, Reese. Hey, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
Next, you can add your Cholula hot sauce.
Okay, so this was not planned, but the tostada was a little bit too big. So when we went to fold it in, we just needed like extra tortilla. So we just like kind of ripped off a round piece and added it in just obviously so it doesn't all leak out in the pan.
And you just hold it down.
Like Jaclyn says, like her baby.
Like
Hold
her
your baby.
You're gonna put the folded side down first. And then you wait. Once you think it's ready to flip, you can check it by just tilting it. It's all nice and brown, so we're gonna flip it. Now you just sit and wait again. Alright, it is ready. Take it over to your cutting board. We're just going to let it sit for a few minutes, just let it cool down, and then we'll cut into it and show you the end result. Alright, now that it's been sitting long enough, we're going to cut into it and take our taste test. There you go.
Alright, you ready to taste it? Is it good? Really?
It's really good. Alright guys, this wraps up day 7 of Vlogmas. We'll see you tomorrow.